This week, Republican Congressman Ken Buck, who is, of course, retiring at the end of this year from Colorado's 4th Congressional District, which is where Lauren Boebert is moving to so she could try to win his vacant seat. But this week, Buck said, "I'm resigning now. I'm not waiting till the end of the year. I am actually leaving," Buck said, "at the end of next week." So basically consider this, I guess, his 2 weeks notice. And on his way out of Congress, Buck also took some parting shots, not just at the general dysfunction in Congress, but at Republicans themselves. So here is what Buck said during this interview where he had announced his resignation on CNN. He said, "I am resigning my seat and creating a vacancy in my district. Well, everywhere I go in Colorado, Dana, I hear that people are not happy with Trump and are not happy with Biden, and I think we need to change our electoral laws here. And I have a passion for that. And I'm going to leave and I'm going to find the right organization to join." I'm assuming the right organization to join is the one that's going to pay you the most money. "And I'm going to start working on that issue. We have to have better candidates up and down the ballot, not just president, but Senate, House, local offices. We've got to find better ways to elect candidates and bring America together. Because to me, it's important to get in the mix of this election cycle and start talking about the issues that people recognize are such a problem right now. I think this place is dysfunctional. For example, I'm the 3rd ranking member of the Judiciary Committee. I haven't even asked my questions yet. 40, 50 people have gone before me." Okay, now, obviously, Judiciary Committee doing a lot of stuff this week. And he's the 3rd ranking member on the committee, and so he should have gone 3rd on the Republican side, right? And he didn't get to go 3rd. So is that why you're retiring? I get the dysfunction part you're talking about. I get the crappy Republican part you're talking about. But are you really just leaving office right now because you didn't get to go 3rd? Are you going to pull a whole 1st grader on us and be like, "I wanted to be line leader. Me. Yeah, I'm going to pout the rest of the day. Yeah, I'm so mad." Grow up, Ken Buck. But he did have this. He added, "It could be personal, but a lot of this is personal, and that's the problem. Instead of having decorum, instead of operating in a professional manner, this place has just devolved into this bickering and nonsense and not really doing the job for the American people. It is the worst year of the 9 years and 3 months that I've been in Congress. And having talked to former members, it's the worst year in 40, 50 years to be in Congress, but I'm leaving because I think there's a job to do out there that I want to go do." There's somebody out there with a lot of money offering Ken Buck, like, "Hey, come work for us." I'm sure that's what's happening. But I do love the shots at Republicans. They have created a lot of dysfunction. They are clearly not working for the American public. They're not doing anything at all for the American people except constantly putting us on the brink of a government shutdown. But the real person who's going to suffer from this, aside from, of course, Republicans temporarily losing another seat in Congress, Lauren Boebert is screwed, folks. Here's why. Bobert cannot run in the special election to replace Ken Buck unless she resigns her current seat. So Bobert would have to be so confident in a victory that she would resign her current seat, which would, of course, then create an opening there where a Democrat has the opportunity to take the seat, and then run for Ken Buck's seat. Now, that wouldn't change her standing in the primary, but if she wins that seat in a special election by resigning her other seat, it would kind of cement the fact that, okay, she's the one we're going to go with, and she'll win the primary, then win the general. But if she doesn't resign her seat to run in the special election, somebody else is going to run and win the seat, and they will most likely be the individual that goes on to keep the seat in the general election. So Bobert, no matter what she does, is pretty much screwed at this point, and I think that is probably why Ken Buck did this, because as I just read, he's taking shots at the candidates, not just the presidents, but we got other bad candidates out there. I think Buck is doing this intentionally to screw over Lauren Boebert, and if that's the reason, you have my blessing. Totally cool with that. But I'm not seeing any other way that this makes sense other than, one, he's probably got a good paying job lined up, and two, he doesn't want to see Lauren Boebert in Congress anymore either, and this is the best way to screw her over.